A cat killer who filmed herself torturing the animal before putting it in a blender has been jailed for life for murdering a man 4 months later. Scarlet Blake, 26, appeared at Oxford Crown Court after being found guilty last week. Blake live streamed the dissection of a family pet after watching a Netflix documentary called Don't Fuck With Cats, in which someone kills kittens before filming a murder. Prosecutors said Blake had a fixation with violence and found Jorge Martin Carreno, 30, while searching the streets of Oxford looking for someone to kill in the early hours of 25th of July 2021. The body of the BMW factory worker, a Spanish national who was walking home alone after a night out with colleagues, was found in the River Cherwell at Parson's pleasure around 24 hours later. Judge Mr Justice Chamberlain KC described the killer, who is transgender, as having an obsession with harm and death, as he sentenced her to a minimum term of 24 years in prison. He told Blake, "The decision to kill was entirely yours. You were completely indifferent to this suffering." The judge said he could not be sure the exact method Blake used to kill Mr Martin Carreno, but said the murder was a culmination of a plan Blake had been formulating for months. The trial heard the murder investigation was launched 2 years later when Blake's former partner, Ashlyn Bell, who lives in the US, told detectives she had confessed to killing Mr Martin Carreno using a homemade garrote. Blake pleaded guilty to a charge of criminal damage over the killing of the cat, but denied murdering Mr Carreno by inflicting blows to his head before trying to strangle him and then putting him in the river. 4 months before his death, she used food and a crate to capture a cat and take it to her home, where she killed it. It was a grotesque act of cruelty. Mr Justice Chamberlain said she had carried out a grotesque act of cruelty by filming herself torturing the cat before killing it. In the video, in which Blake dissects the animal, removing its fur and skin, she says, "Here we go, my little friend. Oh boy, you smell like shit. I can't wait to put you through the blender." Prosecutors said it showed she had a disturbing interest in what would be like to harm a living creature. "You suspended this cat by its neck using a ligature made from a ribbon," the judge said. "But although you strangled it, you made sure that it remained alive for at least 3 minutes, during which you endured intense pain." Blake cut the animal's heart out and kept it as a memento, the judge said. After she had killed the cat, Blake continued dissecting the animal before placing it in a blender. She later boasted about her actions and spoke of her desire to open up a person like her little cat friend, the court heard. "It was an interest that went beyond mere fantasy," Alison Morgan KC told jurors, who were also shown videos of Blake and a partner engaging in consensual strangulation with ligatures. She described herself to others as being someone who derived sexual gratification from the thought of violence and the thought of death, said the prosecutor. George's life will be remembered. Speaking shortly after the sentencing, Detective Superintendent John Capps condemned the murder of Mr Martin Carreno as a barbaric and chilling act that had been done with total disdain for life. He also paid tribute to Mr Martin Carreno's family for the enormous dignity they have shown throughout this ordeal. Detective Superintendent Capps said, "They, the family, have put enormous faith in my team. They've had to come to terms with not just this being a murder, but the character and nature of this defendant served to only compound the grief they feel." CCTV footage shown during the trial featured Mr Martin Carreno trying to find his way home while Blake walked the streets wearing a face mask and distinctive combat style jacket with a hood over her head while carrying a rucksack. He died because he encountered the defendant on that night, said Miss Morgan. He died because he met a person who had a fixation with violence and with known what it would feel like to kill someone. Blake, who was born in China before coming to the UK, aged 9, blamed Miss Bell for making her kill the cat. She said Mr Martin Carreno was still alive when she left him at the riverbank and that she had made up the details of killing him to please her ex-partner after seeing his death in the news. Mr Martin Carreno's family paid tribute to an extraordinary being full of passion and kindness. He was one of 3 triplet brothers. They said in a statement, "His absence leaves a deep wound in our hearts. His life was stolen, cutting short his projects and dreams." Mr Martin Carreno's mother added that her son aspired to build a better world and was an incredibly good person. It is understood that Blake will serve a sentence in a men's prison. Please like this video, please comment, and I would love it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.